Hey folks, it's Ash from being Swenglish, and bit of an ad hoc video because I've just heard now in the news that David Cameron is making a comeback to politics. He's accepted the role of Foreign Secretary, replacing a lady who just got sacked, apparently for the second time, and it means he'll also be taking a peerage, so he's now Baron David Cameron. Now, this name is relevant to this channel, very much so because this is being Swenglish, England, Sweden, England leaving the EU through Brexit, and Cameron, of course, was the Prime Minister at the time of the referendum. In fact, he gave the UK public the referendum. Now, some would hold that against him. Some people that deeply resent Brexit would say that it was Cameron's fault. But actually, I can't hold that same kind of resentment against David Cameron. I always thought he was a pretty good leader. I actually thought he was very personable. He seemed very real. Yes, he had a privileged upbringing, which politician hasn't. But he spoke well, and he spoke, I think, very well to the people. So I always had a lot of respect for Cameron, and he had no choice, really, with the referendum. He was faced with opposition parties saying, we will give a referendum if we gain power. So he basically listened to the people, and he made it happen. Unfortunately, the result wasn't as we had hoped, and I doubt that Cameron thought that the result would be to leave either. But as we now know, it's largely because of the older generation, many of whom now are actually dead, and also the younger generation, the under 25s, who just didn't get off their asses and vote because nobody really expected the result to go the way it did. It was only the bitter, angry people that disliked the EU that dragged themselves out the wrong side of bed in the morning and voted as they did. So Cameron coming back to power is a very interesting one. He's obviously not Prime Minister this time, he's Foreign Secretary, but that means that he'll be dealing with the foreign diplomatic affairs between the UK and other countries. He'll also have a big part to play, no doubt, in the conflict in the Ukraine and Russia, as well as the Gaza situation with Israel, Palestine, etc. So it puts him in quite a powerful position. Anyway, Cameron is coming back. He's the guy, as I said, that gave the public the referendum. How do you feel about that? I always did like Cameron. I was sad when he stepped down. And let's not forget, he actually stepped down when the result came out for Leave. I think in his mind, he thought, well, this isn't the result I wanted. And so I don't want to take the country through this. I think that's a large part of the reason that he actually stepped down when he did. So coming back, it will be very, very interesting. Comment below with your thoughts on David Cameron's return to politics, or maybe perhaps just don't care. Also subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching, guys.